AWPing prowess as alongside other things. Flamezy as well. Some of his first opportunities to really just show it the wild what he's got, you know? These are big scalps you want to be taking, and Fnatic, they were rocked on Endpoint's pick. Now Overpass. Surreal gets early info, so sending him out on a scouting mission. The fact that he's sticking around could cost him a great deal. Crucial, caught on long push. That wasn't even a P250, I think that was just a double goosh exchange. Two of them clicked, both found the mark. And now, I'll be honest, Endpoint are going to have to gamble towards this one.
Yeah, well, what are they going to do? Surreal's going to take a little look out here, and he'll go down as soon as he does.
Yeah, that is brave. What a tap.
He's hanging around as well. He's so lucky to be alive still.
Yeah, he's realized his fortune.
If they execute straight in towards A right now, the rotation is just headed back down the stairs over towards B. So Endpoint realizing they're between both sites in this juncture. There's no
They're
indication.
on time though, dude. This is actually a very proactive Endpoint in comparison to what we've seen previously out of them.
The problem is if they tuck on in here, they don't have info towards short or monster. They have to take that back quite quickly. And, well, Surreal's low HP, it is such a problem. Jump peeking is dangerous at this point. Jiggle peeking dangerous at this point. Utility even doing damage.
Yeah, as if he's got low enough health already. Surreal spots out the long pressure. He'll go down to Crims. The trade's not there. In fact, he actually finds a second in the smoke. Fnatic sees control of the site. Flamezy, Robin in pursuit of more. It's Golden that knocks another. Taps the head off of Robin. Flamezy tries to stabilize the aim and does find the perfect tap.
That's the kid.
We need to find 3 more Fnatic members. Trying to create the chaos. Rollins holding the angle on the push. Lovely stuff. Fnatic overcome it. Good shot from Surreal, but losing Crucial early, eventually spiraling into that ace site finish.
Yeah, if we carry across the sentiment from the desk from Yanko there in the tail end, you know, wanting to see Fnatic come back in map number 2 and show that they can win this, take us the distance, show that they still have something. Because for Fnatic, it has just been a downward spiral. Now, we are giving them the graces of things have been changing, but still Endpoint coming into this group, it's the group of death. They were the odd man out. Everybody else at one point in history, as far as name value goes, has been one of the best teams in the world. So for Endpoint, it was not going to be a walk in the park by any means. Speaking of... Okay, that is not how I thought that was going to go. That's nade damage straight through the wall. Robin, with the Deagle bullet, finishes him off, and they're going to get themselves a free SMG. Flamesy picks that up. This is a great start here to the Force Buy.
Holy moly, red beans and ravioli.
There's not even a lick of damage done on the other side, right? Like, Flamesy's down to 89, but you don't want to write home about that one. They get away with a, like, clean, free opening kill.
And an SMG.
They haven't been pushed. They haven't lost territory. They can still rotate around. Things couldn't look better for Endpoint in a round like this.
They are very passive on toilets. Now, I imagine that will change. Obviously, Fnatic don't know that, so don't have the luxury of that minimap. It would be a very different game if they did. So they will check all of those corners. And interestingly enough, Crucial's being spurred forward here. With the presence of Mighty Max has given him the confidence to take a more aggressive line. He often does this with an AWP. I don't know how well it will favor him with the Mac 10. Jiggles confirms his presence.
He's in now.
He is entirely locked in. And it's down to his spray. Oh, does well. 1.5 on a Mac 10.
They're spurred forward off of that. Brolin's having a look, so is Golden.
They hear the steps. Util to be dropped. Rotate coming in. Flamesy will have to fill the gap of Max. Oh, a chance. Robin missed it. JW very quick to the trigger on his AK, and so now turning the advantage into Fnatic favor. Surreal very late on this rotate. Deagle could certainly do damage, and if he comes from toilets, at least he can confirm that that toilet side plant isn't a threat. He'll be able to gather some ground.
JW's just called it clear as well, so this is down to timing for Surreal. May have found a gap to work with here.
Oh, JW peeks out. Surreal. Cautious of Optimus. Here's the retreat. It is planted actually bankside. Look at that plant spot. It's not the default.
Okay, yeah, he's had enough of this. Doesn't want to have a look whatsoever. Nade dropping on back. The 2 rifles will be saved from Fnatic, and it started very, very well. The nades, the shot through the boards, great work, and then Will down over towards the front of the A bomb site there. So Fnatic, shaky, but it's another round. Golden will drop with the bomb. So only 1 AK gets carried across. Even better for Endpoint. I doubt we see another force buy out of them here. So you see the nades, Robin lining up, the split screen action, and oof. Wow, okay. You're not going to be... Yeah, I'd be frustrated too. Crims are taking the headset off there. What are you meant to do about that one? So Surreal has dropped the Deagle over towards Robin, who's purchased in with some Kevlar. There's one onto Crucial that's just been purchased on in as well. This Mac 10. with a smoke. Oh, Deagle for Flamesy as well. So continuing to be threatening here, Endpoint. Fnatic have invested, but his SMG's heavy. A B focus this time round, and Robin trying his luck again.
Crims, fancy it. Oh, I got scared. The headset would have been snapped that time. Well, Surreal's used the MAC-10 to great success. He's actually cleared underpass as well, so that's a boatload of information.
This gets awkward for JW.
Even pre-aiming the boost, Robin would have to hit
they're just
great
walking in.
shots. Yeah,
What's going on?
I don't know. Flamesy
They're both so low.
has got them both down to 13 points of health combined.
Surreal's flanking the bomb. They know it's B.
This is the frag he needed. A second on the cards as well. It's going to be Mighty Max to pepper him. Crims in the water, trying to push up short now. He can get caught, and Surreal
At a time here.
gives him the fight he was looking for.
JW's dipping. They're out.
Yeah, Max is quick to the rotate. He's aware it's a possibility.
He only has a USP, though. It'd be great if he could get his hands on something else, but he's left the B bomb site. That's where all the dropped guns are. Max is just going to be operating with this USP.
He's going to hear it. Crims hits walk. No info. No Q. Robin's already starting to float.
Oh, Max is dead here. No way. Oh, what?
Wow, he hits the head, finishes what Surreal started. Won't get away. And that's indicative that there may be a late push from Robin. He is closing the gap. JW. Not sure if he's pushing in, and that's the chance. Robin seizes it. They convert. That's going to feel good. Yeah, a little bit of extra testosterone flowing through Robin's veins after that one.
Get everyone jacked up because Endpoint, that was a save. That was only a couple of upgraded pistols. One Deagle was pulled across. A MAC-10 was pulled across. And Mighty Max gets 2 kills with a USP. He didn't invest in anything. How do they get away with this one? I thought there was no way.
Had to be the first bullet. Had to be the first bullet. And JW's looking back. You can see this is why Robin catching him a little off guard. Couldn't get his crosshair in the right place. And oof, frustration. That's going to put the CTs in a very good stead for round 4.
Yeah, look at their buy right now. They can get the AWP out, the AK, M4s are plenty, the defuse kits, utility looking great. And for Fnatic, well, with the plant, they can scrap it together. But there aren't 2 pistols. JW and Jacquinho, the Jays are stuck on those. Through the smoke, they leap. Crucial. Almost gets one instantly.
Ballsy for a go for a repeat. One Deagle from JW could have put him in a grave. Now, Crucial impressed us last overpass. He's got a lot of housekeeping, but he does tend to stick around until he's forced out of this position.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Simple smoke and Molotov for Divider there. And at that point, Max will rotate back on over as this swing player.
Here they go. Fnatic want to take toilets, but they're doing so very loudly. I wonder if this is the all-in. Crucial falling back to a tighter line. They're already up. Good chance. He actually pulls the trigger on the flashbang. Golden caught in limbo. Flamesy's flash strong and suppressing. Crims catches a dink.
Damage.
Crucial in trouble. Goes down to the Galil. A competitive round after all. Fnatic have the site, have the plant thanks to JW. They're loud towards bank.
They're all towards long.
Triple long. So hold. Surreal could go for the round the world play. That's what Rush is telling us.
This is so awkward though. You'd never expect 3 players long. Surreal's not even looking.
I guess he'll be able to call toilets clear.
They have smokes for this. If they just smoke off long, or smoke the bomb, this is going to get so jarring.
Yep,
Wait, it's
smoke
a bad
defuse.
plant.
Smoke defuse. They can't knock him off. 3 seconds and he's on it. He's getting knocked off, but it's all Surreal.
Oh.
He gets them all. Has he got the time? The kit's on the bomb. He's got one as
Plenty
well.
of time.
Endpoint take the round. My goodness. Fnatic, triple long setup. Brawler nearly did enough. Flamesy on the defuse, gets knocked off last second. It was hectic towards the end there.
Can't believe where the bomb was planted. The penny dropped for me way too late in that scenario, and I guess it did for Fnatic as well. That's why they were staying long.
But it wasn't a long plant.
Yeah, but I guess that was an easier point of access, right, than if they were in bathrooms. But even still, the fact that they didn't try and hold on to any territory, knowing what type of plant it was, just a misplay from Fnatic overall there. And that's going to give Endpoint their second round. We're tied up here 2-2, and the Deagles will come out, 5 of which. Kevlar for Brolin and Crims, but no utility to make anything happen. So this is just down to headshots. Crucial again, the only man over towards A. And if you want, Fnatic can start to punish this by going fast long, right? That'll draw that rotation over very quickly.
We saw...
Oh!
Yes!
He got revenge.
Totally. It's a dish best served cold and Crims ice in his veins as he clicks at the head of an inquisitive Robin. It looks like Flames has actually caught him with a wall bang right back. Oh dear. Now Crucial's in a lot of trouble.
Pushing him too, a bit of pressure now.
Yeah, he's not going to get away into the site. He's getting tagged up. JW will finish off the job. And now Max has to save the day here.
It's 2, Max.
Sprays into 1. Second is found. Golden is going to find the trade. Only Flamesy now trying to deny that plant. Don't think he actually faked it out. And Flamesy swings in to confirm it.
Gonna get the AWP? Yes, they do. So big weapon saved across here for Crucial. And that is the thing, because Crucial has so much weight on his shoulders. You've pointed it out. It was a key issue. Well, not a key issue. It was a key game plan of theirs, right?
But we also saw how Virtus.pro's super sweaty overpass T-side made him feel like he's on an island all the time.
Yeah, constantly pressed on back. Now, that's fine. Endpoint are trying to dissuade anybody from coming for these fast or early Bs with 4-man leans, which is the site you can get to quicker. Makes a lot of sense. But if they continue to swelter over towards the bathrooms and long, it's going to make Crucial hot under the collar. Has a bit of help this time. So Max is there early. B, but straight through again. There's been so many weird kills towards this area of the map in the early stages. 4 on 5, Endpoint have to operate with this again, but it's not the pistols for them to deal with this time round. It's the rifles. And Max has taken all the info towards long during all of this. You can see how far he's pushed up. They're almost conceding A. It feels like they'll happily give up bathrooms and mid. And if they take the A bomb site, they can retake this as a team, potentially lock Fnatic down. And they've hit pause after that opening kill. 1:10 on the clock, and they haven't really moved. Starting to comb through Fountain now. Oh, that's a big duel. Surreal's evened it up, 4v4. That was with a short, aggressive maneuver. Might thrust them towards A.
And the door completely blown off. Golden's trying to keep
perfect timing from Max. Look at this.
Oh, from behind. Pipping the gap, and he's confirmed presence in toilets. Oh, and 2 line up for him. Golden and JW completely caught slipping. Brolin trying to make space. And if he does get this frag onto Optimus, Robin unchecked right now. And Crims does tag him up. Yeah, trying to survive, but it's 2 now from Brolin. Brings it straight back into a contention round. Bomb down. Mighty Max has found so much impact, but can he clutch up? Crucial tested. Brolin hits a sensational headshot. No margin for error on that one. A smoke bank. Crims is holding the tight line. I don't think Max worked it out just yet. Turns the flash nicely. He's solving the riddle, but running out of bullets. A fresh mag to bait the fight. There it is. Fnatic, 3-3. Turned around and overcome the flank from Max.
That's the big man of the team there. Brolin and Crims, the only 2 players with positive ratings on this Fnatic roster since the addition of Jacquinha. So these are the 2 who you'll be looking to pull rounds out like this. Brolin is part of the new gen of the Swedes, right? You can look over to NIP to see the rest of them. It's kind of like he was the one to make the first move, and well, the rest of them all went over to the Ninjas. Fnatic have been left with just the bits and bobs, as Endpoint will be doing exactly that. They have some Deagles, a Scout. It is a 4-spy. See how competitive they can keep this. You don't want to allow this half to get out of control. I don't think they'll have as easier of a time on their T side like they did against VP yesterday. Another opening, so Robin's gone down a few times. He's also found a couple of openings as well. You're going to have those when you're aggressive.
These boards, man. Oh, Golden baits them in. Knocks down Surreal as he looks to try and punish.
It's going to be a slow one here. Should just be the B finish from Fnatic. There's no real reason for them to rotate back over. They have the number advantage. Utility's really good. Flamesy forced out. And he's down. So yeah, the kills are coming to them. They don't even really have to do anything at this point, Fnatic. Utility coming in here to the B site. It's just Max, overwhelmed. And Crucial. Wrong place. Cannot help. Will save that Scout. Should be an eco from Endpoint in the next. And Fnatic have an opportunity to get up to 5. So we'll continue talking about there was an old lady who swallowed a fly for everybody at home. So if you missed out on the first map, we were talking about, I guess it's a song or it's a tale. I remember it was a book of some variety or something like that as I was a kid. So we got up to the fact that she swallowed a fly and perhaps she'll die. And then it goes again. There was an old lady who swallowed a spider that wriggled and jiggled and tickled inside her. Ooh. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed a fly. Perhaps she'll die. And as you imagine, it continues to go forward from there.
It's very Dr. Seussy, you know?
Yeah.
Like that's...
How far do we want to go down this? Because there's a lot of animals she eats.
I mean, give me a couple more.
Okay, I'll give you a few more because this will be an eco. There was an old lady who swallowed a bird. How absurd to swallow a bird.
It is absurd to swallow a bird.
She swallowed the bird to catch the spider that wriggled and jiggled and tickled inside her. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed a fly. Perhaps she'll die.
Brilliant. And we just got a timeout, so...
we can keep going.
We can keep going. It reminds me so much of the Fox in the... Was it Fox? Fox in Socks? I think it's Fox in Socks.
There was an old lady who swallowed a cat. Imagine that. She swallowed a cat. She swallowed the cat to catch the bird. She swallowed the bird to catch the spider that wriggled and jiggled and tickled inside her. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed a fly. Perhaps she'll die.
I like that. When was that written? How old? How ancient is that?
1940s, I think. Released in 1953. But yeah, it's a children's rhyme, a nonsense song. I'm all for a bit of nonsense here.
I'll give you an excerpt from Fox in Socks.
Okay.
That's a classic. If you aren't familiar, I really like it's just satisfying to say. Let's see what I just start from the top. Fox in socks on box on knocks. Chicks with bricks come. Chicks with blocks come. Chicks with bricks and blocks and clocks come. We do have time on the clock, and we are into round 8. ES USPs for the Endpoint organization. Don't fancy their chances. It's going to be more a case of just avoiding that Mac 10 if you can.
Yeah, if they did that stack we saw yesterday, there would be a chance. But it's not there. We're not getting it today, boys. Why?
Just whatever you do, you know, just throw your body into...
Assemble the Megazord.
It is essentially the, Megazord Exodia super stack. There you go. Avoided the Mac 10 slightly.
Yeah, Golden gets denied, doesn't he? Crim should be mopping this one up.
Ooh, that looks set for success. A little further away, though.
Oh, we're going to clean up aisle B. That's aisle B. Crims. Bring them up in bucket. Do you ever work in a supermarket?
I worked in a home retail store.
Ah, that's right. Yeah, you were telling me about the carpet cleaner.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And the bags of cement that... I think that's how I got away with just sitting and being like a sedentary gamer loser for a while, but still having upper body strength.
Yeah.
I just spent 4 hours a day carrying bags of gravel to people's cars.
It's pretty good. That does help.
It really does, yeah. The gravel workout. I also still couldn't stand up. You know, mad respect to anyone that works in retail and has to stand up the full 8-hour shift. We had some really weird bosses that would not let, we weren't allowed to have chairs because it made us look lazy.
Okay.
Bastards.
I just went and hid in the fridge. Because I had the produce fridge, a massive fridge. When I wasn't doing it, I just went in there.
Anything fun happen in there?
No,
Anything crazy?
No, nothing. It was pretty... In Christmas time, it got crazy, Alex. Just stacking crates up to the roof, mate. You would never see anything like it. So much lettuce. Never seen so much lettuce. It's in Australia, it's summertime when Christmas is on, so we like a good salad.
It's
fresh
peculiar.
salad.
You haven't, fresh fruits and stuff for Christmas.
Yeah. Barbecues. And they're onto another partial buy here, Endpoint. So it's not the USPs, it's Deagles this time. So we'll see what they have to offer here. Nades would be early if they lob them out now. Crim's yet to... Oh, he's going to be fed up with this, Crim. He's like, guys,
leave me alone.
Please.
Please.
Just stop peppering me. Oh, JW spotted the long aggression, so he's going to calm that one out. And this time, Fnatic, nice and slow as you like.
Yeah, but this is actually going to really rot the clock nicely. But the fact that you've at least said, we could be... They're going to have to do all of this. These flight paths, clear it out, take your time. Mighty Max is long gone from long, but that's not to say it won't keep them out of it. Oh, nice work from Crucial. He's switched on this kid.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be in that line of sight because of the shadow, but this push...
Whoa, that was ballsy. He had a chance onto JW, and with his back and knife away, he has gotten away.
They're rotating up to A silently here, Endpoint. Might be the right call.
Frag they wanted, though. JW catching and finishing off the job. Mighty Max is communicating up a storm. There's minimal util here, but pushed in on Optimus. They spot one.
Through the smokes.
The smoke could get hectic. Now he's got an AK. Robin knocks off the head of Roland. Surely not. 20 seconds. Golden's catching flak as well. Crim's low. Need another from Robin. He's providing them all. There's only one more left. Only JW in 15 seconds. He needs either both of the frags. One of them surely wants to play passive. In fact, both. They'll slip away, ready to re-aggress for a rainy day. Peeks out, finds the first. Will he fake again? Robin looking to do damage. He needs to finish the job. 3 frags so far from the Swede. Shadow spotted. He knows where you are. Time is, oh, he's actually slipped long, and that's the duel. JW down to a single point of health. Robin tries for the one tap, he finds it on the repeat. What a round.
Hit him again.
What a round.
That's 2 against JW.
Just Deagles, but it's Robin. Has a complete and total hero moment. He is the protagonist of the 4th on the board now for Endpoint.
Those late smokes towards front site make things so awkward. We might catch it here on the replay, but you can just see when they throw those smokes out front site, the T's are doing their execute, but they're still having to push through. So there's a gray screen, there's no trade potential because the teammates are behind this, and they're getting to isolate fights. Look at them limping in one at a time, all because of that smoke.
Good points.
So they just kept long smoke. They had a couple of smokes there for that. And that was perfect. That was just a Deagle upgrade round. Another great round from Endpoint here.
It's something we've seen Gambit do on their weapon round retakes. They throw that smoke. It's really cool stuff. Endpoint learning on the job and have pulled this right back into a competitive half. Crucial. He's got his crosshair in the right place. A narrow miss onto Brolin.
So Brolin's job was just to bait that shot out, right?
It's the classic. It's Crims versus Flames and Flamez and Surreal.
This is going to be a B finish with no A presence. They can stay in this 4-man B lane setup right now. Max doesn't have any reason to rotate over other than time.
They pulled Crim smoke out of him again.
And they naded him.
Ouch. This time, however, they've won their duel. Flamez, what wasn't ready. Crosshair not perfect. Instead, Mighty Max will find one alongside. The ride isn't double. JW and Crims to clutch up. It's suddenly a 2v2. Endpoint can do this. Crims' shadow spotted. They know one's short. The other hunting JW. Oh, and he's found him.
Huge
over
for
the
Max.
smoke. Max finds another, and they close it out. 2 versus 4. Great turnaround. Mighty Max and Crucial combine to put another on the board for the CT squad.
Max was just rotating away as that hit came on in, so luckily he was there because as he rotates back, you can see they get those entries, Fnatic, but they're still coming on in and all the eyes are on them. So Max has just got back to this position, right? Him and Robin are great to combine, and that just allows Crucial to rotate in for an easy one onto Crims. Huge round from Max, 5-5.
Let's go.
Fnatic still with enough money to buy here. AWP back out. The rifles are good too. This will be a very telling round.
I'm interested to see what Fnatic's T side brings now. You've been doing the default. You've pincered B. You've hit A.
I think the late A's are great.
They looked great.
I know they lost to that Deagle round, but that won't happen again. He gets another one.
Crims is like, yeah, I know about that. I know. Oh, wow, and the retake util. A nade followed by an incendiary and a spray.
Again,
books him. Books him.
The thing with the spam kills, right? You think about Inferno. How many did Endpoint get through the smoke on those B executes, right?
Oh, dude, he's re-aggressing into a very wide line. He's set for one hit. Flicks passively. He knows he's getting hunted down by the potential toilet line, and JW does once again convert. He's definitely winning the head-to-head. Max, he hears this. He calls for the rotate. Robin trying to delay. That's the CT smoke to segregate, but caught through it this time. Mantles up. Robin does well to find another. Brolin keeps it competitive. We've seen this before. A 2-on-2. And where's that plant being opted for? Okay, so Optimus. They can plant and take bankside.
They just smoke CT.
Has smoked off the CT bin, so you'll have to play in front of that. Flashes aren't bad, but Golden's tucked in, and the Flamez will go down to the element of surprise. Surreal, looking to come clutch. Brolin lurking in the smoke. Surreal, I'll check it. And he finds him as it fades. He's got the time, he's got the round. Endpoint, snatch another from the Swedish fingers.
Oh, big from Surreal, right? I was a little bit worried he was going to have a rough time with that one up against Brolin, but he presented himself, and the plant is what made that awkward, right? That's not an open position whatsoever. They're not going to have any idea if it's getting sat on, and that's 2 reasons that 2 of the rounds Fnatic have dropped is because of the plants. Now, you understand why they're doing it. They want to get control, but they're under so much pressure all the time. It never feels like Fnatic have an easy round.
Yeah, I mean, once that CT smoke bloomed, it did completely change the angles of assault, right? You saw Golden just could have played passive, could have waited for the sound, and the clock could have been their best friend, but instead, deny that info, a poor and rushed plan. Yeah, and you are going to start feeling the frustration boiling over for Fnatic.
Yeah, head shakes, face palms, all of it right now. 6-5.
I'm not jealous. I would not want to be in the server with that kind of attitude. Like, I'm not saying it's a mistake. You know, you can't avoid it at times,
Sure.
but I just know how
It feels, right?
brutal it can feel. You know, when you've got Crim shaking your head, you start getting in your own head. Was it me? Was it that smoke I didn't throw? Was it something he said? He said it a bit snappy now. You know, humans are weird. We're all just weird and making it up as we go along.
Yeah, that extra weight that you carry around if you even have to worry about those things is so rough. And when you hear teams say, oh yeah, we sat down and we had a long talk about things, those talks are not pleasant talks, let me tell you. Yeah. They're quite fiery, and once you work it out, well, then things can get better.
Airing your dirty laundry, getting it all out there.
This guy, man.
If he gets another one. It actually did. He tags up Jakino on his taps.
Oh, dude.
Robin is a real thorn in their side. Fnatic ready themselves for the B explode. Smokes will land in Monster. You're going to have to respect that. You're going to have to respect that. Now, though, Jakino swings in. And the spray from Flames, he's too good. If only he had more bullets. He will go down. And Chad, I can't believe I'm saying it again. A 2v2. Endpoint. 2 for 2 on the 2-on-2.
Oh, the bullets are close.
Nades aren't bad. Golden has such a good element of surprise. Max was ready, though. Finishes it off. Now, they do have a smoke. They do have a kit. And JW is gagging for another round here for Fnatic. Opts for short. Now, will he call the bluff? It is very JW-esque. He actually wants to try and bring the fight to them and confirms his position. He's smoked off now. That's no fun for anyone.
Do you remember where the plant is?
Crucial's holding it now, and Max will find him. Perfect. Using the Tracer Fire. Just a disconnected plant just out of the line of sight. Crucial uses his initial spray to gauge whether he can hold it.
Max is nuts.
He's having a couple of fantastic affairs, isn't he?
These multi-kill rounds late on to B, and I know it was just against Pistols again, but regardless, it's a difficult 2v2 situation because they lost JW. Golden almost made a play right there. Eventually they find him, right? But these are still hard rounds for both teams. You know, when we say it's not easy for Fnatic, well, it's not easy for Endpoint either. They're having to work hard for these.
So many of these rounds, though, like it goes even trades into the site. Endpoint coming up trump again and again.
Feels like we haven't seen Counter-Strike like this in a while.
Yeah, miss molly from Endpoint. There's not that much to write home about. It just gives JW a new angle to peek into that fountain. Early B lean again.
They've got to be thinking, can we just go kill this Robin guy?
They're pre-aiming it.
Oh!
And still, they catch a timing. Flamesy does well to get out of dodge. And more damage inflicted early.
Well, then there'll be another nade on their head.
Bang.
Just keeps coming. They're harassing that key area of the map for Fnatic. They can never have it for free. They're not buying the respect there. There's always a move, there's a spam, there's a nade, there's something. Endpoint are just harassing. But right now on A, that's where the problems are. 4 players still planted on B. It's just Max in the toilets here. If he gets a timing again, we've already seen one great flank out of him. Didn't convert the round off of it, but the impact was there.
It's scaring me that there's no one to report other than Mighty Max, and now they will all knife out on the rotate. Let's see how this one plays out. These are those retakey smokes.
Well, they think the site's already been taken. That'll give an indication right now to Fnatic that Endpoint have no idea what's going on. And this boost, they'll be sticking out the top here.
Oh, boosted. Brolin does fall to it, so they do well to claw it back into an even stead. Robin's actually on the site, and he's going to use that smoke to peek out. Crims with a spectacular transfer. A missed shot enables more space. Flamesy.
The TK.
They took a no. Team K. Team K. Makes sense. But Jakino catching Crucial does put us into a bit of an awkward position.
18 seconds.
JW tries to plant here. Surreal can play spoiler. Oh. He knows where they both are. And now the plan from JW, a 1v1 for Surreal, pushing and closing the gap. He gets the info on the jump. I know where you are. And he's going for a ballsy fake. JW quick to try and peek out. And he's been found. Surreal, another clutch. He goes back for the AWP. That is another round. Fnatic so close, but with nothing to show for it.
Oh boy, another one. And another one with JW, the last man standing. He's been in like 3 or 4 1v1s in these late round situations.
Fair play to Surreal as well. The fact he even presses jump, like, you know, all of that paranoia, that temporary paranoia about potential close box swings, he gets it close, and then that is the crucial angle. It's so tight. Robin.
This is a good half. 8 now, they've won the half. Fnatic with 5 is decent, right? But Endpoint, their T half, it felt good against VP. I think that VP may have taken their foot off the gas a little bit.
But it proved that at least Endpoint had structure there.
Yeah, and they were going back constantly to the B-bomb site.
What's he up to? Alex? Alex? That's my name. You can see I'm living vicariously through Mighty Max.
Oh dear. Heard the tap there of the molly. He's pushing through.
Yo, it's such a freebie. Flamesy collects. Shots looked like they were going right, but Chiquino quick out the door. Golden provides a second B. We're not wide open though. But Fnatic with an early man advantage. We haven't seen this all too often.
Money's so fragile for Endpoint. They lose this at maybe at 8-7.5.
And so a chance for Fnatic to get a much more competitive scoreline out of this half.
That one smoke on towards A has just brought Max all the way back up. So it will just be Robin, the final man on the B bomb site with just a Famus. Nade's not going to do anything whatsoever, and they're going to walk through Monster. This is perfect to take the fight against the Famus, and Robin's gambling over towards the A site as well. So in they go off those nades. I think Endpoint will just call the save. And that's all down to that financial situation I was just talking about. You can see here that the leftover residual cash after the buy into this round at the high end on Crucial is 1,200. And that's a problem because next round their loss bonus is only 1,400. So they need to keep these guns to stay competitive. A 9-6.5, 8-7.5, either or. I think that Endpoint should be happy with the way that they've won these 1v1s. They've won some very gritty rounds on their CT side. It's not just them obliterating their opponent. It's them having to work together, some smart stuff. So we got about 15 seconds left before this bomb goes off, and we'll have their 6th round posted on the board. And competitive, this one feels like it has a couple more moments in it than what we had on Inferno. That one was almost one-way traffic. There was some Fnatic resistance, but mainly an Endpoint game. And now with these saved guns, we'll be able to see a couple of drops, right? Crucial could drop a Famus across if he's feeling generous. Get something cheap out for Flamesy as well, or maybe even just a Deagle for him. Utility will be the problem. So for a round like this, Endpoint might want to do something outside of the box, maybe an aggressive maneuver that they've been keeping in their back pocket. It's the 4-man B lane out the gate as well. Will just be Max to deal with this. And this is the aggressive maneuver. So together as a team, they're pushing, looking for an entry. Oh, this is a chance.
Yo.
Door open for Crucial.
Open the door.
Thank you very much.
Shot. That is the opening move converting. Flamesy, though, jiggled out.
Big risk here.
Golden taking a huge risk to take this fight. Flamesy actually wins it out. Mantles up, scavenges an AK, and makes that duel favorable. That looked like he was dead to rights.
Surreal just went down Monster, so they know at least the AWP is placed. But this is all on Brawler now. Look at this space.
Oh, it's a lot of space. Max is opting for a very passive line. Like, it's likely Brolin, if he does try and do this wormy maneuver, he's going to be clearing Optimus as he turns the corner. So as long as Max holds his nerve, he will have a freebie.
Oh, that's such an awkward angle.
Yeah.
Considering how much was open, Max. Impact there.
Could be 9. Crimson JW to change the dialogue. Triple passive setup. Robin the first contact. Spotted. And now they can all take their fights. It's too easy. Endpoint. Disc group, group D. Group stands for death. Endpoint, certainly the odd one out. They are the, what's the story? The ugly duckling?
Sure. Yeah.
Everyone
Black
else,
Swan.
the black swan. Yes, certainly. I'm not sure how their pirouettes have been going, but interested all the same to see if Endpoint can continue to cause a ruckus in the server. VP proved too tall of an order, but Fnatic, after a lot of jeopardized results, are looking for something, a W in the column.
Crims can rotate over now. A lot of info here from Brolin and Jacquinho. Should be 3 players on the A bomb site, but if they go down...
Could be false info.
Yeah, if they go through this door and go sandbag to B, Crims is still close enough to hear this, so still feeling each other out right now, but Fnatic have a big advantage right here. The fact that Brolin has all this info towards T-spawn, if it was a fake into a last-minute drop back, there is a chance for Endpoint. But right now, they're feeling very committed. They do not know that this push from Brolin has come through. They are not aware that there are going to be 4 Fnatic players on the site ready for them.
Yeah, and it's off the back of a single bit of util. Smoke flash. Here's the pins. JW does miss the first, and now straight into Mighty. Max's P250. Crims, oh, they didn't check it. And look at him just tapping away. Only gets 1 out of that. Crucial will fall to Chiquinho, and a nice and spicy second.
Brolin's flanking.
Perfect tap. Robin down on the plant. Flamesy. Between two Swedes.
Has to fight one of them here.
Yeah, he's trying to isolate these duels. Pick a battle indeed. And he's actually expecting Jakino not to challenge, which enables a plant. Oh my goodness, now he confirms. Brolin's pushed up toilets and Flamesy got a solid chance at this. It's all about timing of Brolin's push. Oh, the angle management. It's brilliant. Now isolates onto Brolin. Hasn't clicked and won't. Jakino, third frag of the pistol, puts him on a positive KD and indeed positive vibes for Fnatic.
Good plant though from Endpoint. Fnatic scrambling there, even with all the numbers on the site. Only just get across the line in that one. It was very chaotic. You saw the flash. I think it was a team flash as well coming on through in the fray of all of this. But this one here, that second shot was everything, right? Because from there they were able to stabilize as soon as Brolin drops the bomb there. Flamesy's caught in such an awkward position. But that plant and the fact that only two players survived there for Fnatic means Endpoint have a very juicy looking buy. 3 Galils, a Deagle, and a Scout. Max will be operating with the Scout. Galils are for Flamesy, Crucial, and Robin.
Yeah, this is actually going to be a very, very trying round. They flash for the short pipe.
Fnatic lose this, their economy is going to be in a terrible position, right? Being on the CT side where everything costs more. Brolin's going to swing open the door. Nothing to see here. Looks like he's going to be nading deep just in case. And this is just a default out of Endpoint, right? They were holding off to B, connector, and now working A.
Confirmed that there is going to be underpass presence, and ooh, Brolin's ready and willing for these duels. They want him. And he walks straight into the spray. Another uncharacteristic death. Fnatic have to operate at a disadvantage now, and that's not ideal considering how close this buy is for the second round force.
Endpoint are in no rush for this one.
Would you have heard the door at the end of underpass?
No, they would have no idea that just got swung open. I don't think it's info that can really help Fnatic though, because they can't push. They don't know if party's clear or not. We can see it is right now. Fountain territory being taken back by the late pack, and oh, they're just going to park the bus.
This is actually some very Russian Counter-Strike out of Endpoint. Park the bus indeed. Robin, Flamesy, walking in. They spot him out. Doesn't hit the first. JW's in trouble now. He goes down. Crims, they think they know where you are. He's gone unchecked. They might consider it clear. Golden does find one aggressive with the MP9. Crims found. Golden in trouble. Jakino is all alone, miles away, and yeah, you've got nothing left. And so that's the power. Flamesy and Robin with 2 frags apiece. The main body of the assault was nothing more than a bomb exchange mission.
Yeah, and even though they had all that info with Jakino's position there over towards the sewer pipe, aggressive towards B, the info meant nothing because they still were able to outposition them with that long take. Those kills towards bathrooms, you could see there Fnatic have to choose. Do we want to stay site or do we want to fight? Well, they wanted to fight and they lost all of them. So this saved Org will be the only big gun they're taking into the next. They get $1,400 loss bonus now. If they want to do a force by their own, it's going to be rough to see. But this one right here from Brolin, they set him up with a couple of different picking opportunities, right? The first one was they flashed him in as he swung open the door, smoked off, couldn't get anything done. So he walks up the stairs. Then they flash for him to pick party from the underpass position. Unable to get away with anything there. And then walking through the smoke, he just gets taken out. Just Pip trying to make a bit of a nutty play. Yeah, that kind of a face, right?
That's the face. You see, I don't know. My empathy I just feel crushed when I look at that. I'm like, oh.
Lucky his teammates can't see it until they watch the VOD.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you want to do your suffering quietly.
Well, it's like Shox, right? When he dies, the first thing he does is mutes his mic. So when he's bitching and moaning, no one else can hear it, and then he unmutes. So you get a couple of players like that. It is a frustrating game, old Counter-Strike. But here's the force for Fnatic, and I feel this one is important. They need to put a wall up here.
I mean, this is it. This is the two sides of the coin, right? Counter-Strike, it can be the most frustrating and just, I'm trying to think of the best word for it, infuriating game to play. But if losing didn't feel this bad, winning wouldn't feel this good.
That's true. Very true. I think when you work hard, even people at home can relate from like a matchmaking game or maybe an ESL match or something like that. If you like grind back a victory, work really hard with your teammates and stuff to get a win, it's rewarding. It's like building a Lego set. But you're beating somebody.
They're all just chasing that dopamine high of a 16-14 1v2. You know,
that's true. Nothing feels better than a clutch where you outbrain somebody,
right?
Yeah,
dude, of course. That's why you see the Chad Birchall knife out round the world.
Never works.
Never works.
Don't do it.
One day.
Keep watching.
Let's see how this one shapes up then. So Toilets has been taken. Endpoint pushing through long, so they've got a lot of early presence.
That B info, they've had it all 3 rounds now for Fnatic.
Yeah, and they should be able to do something with this one, because Giacchino, with only his AUG, the only weapon really in play, the rest forcing around it.
Oh, he's spotted.
Oh, he's been tagged in the smoke. They'll have heard that. They know where you are. Surreal waits for it. It's given to him. And now...
He's another.
AUG, hard to retrieve. Brolin wants to re-smoke for the retrieval. Backs is straight through.
Oh, no.
And he's actually caught him straight clocks. Side of the face. Crim's now trying to rock the boat, trying to keep his headset on his head.
Oh, this is crazy.
Molly's great. We'll segregate.
They haven't got the bomb.
JW back through the smoke.
They still don't have the bomb.
Crims and Golden have the bomb. And Crims found by FlameZ, at least the angle. Golden provides another. This is Fnatic's nice tap on the final bullet. But Fnatic starts with Giacchino, ends with JW. It's only enough to put the 8th on the board. 3.3 on the low end for the rest of them. Should be juggling a couple.
Well, this is the problem right now for Endpoint. I don't know if they will be able to identify how much B aggression there has been from Fnatic. If you can have one player on his own clearing out the entire backyard of B in all 3 rounds, which is what's happened. It was Brolin on the pistol, it was Giacchino last round, and then the round that we just saw, it was Golden. If they can do that consistently, and Endpoint don't know, they're going to always be walking into a stack.
Yeah, well, they've got FlameZ dispatched now towards this role of housekeeping that B info push. And they have an early frag. This time it's Crims that's gone down, and we know how punishing it can be to lose your...
This is quick.
Primary A player.
We've got a lot of territory here.
Yeah, JW's going to be looking for info, and he's caught in the open. Surreal hands out the haircut. Mighty Max has the bomb, and they're not surging into A. This is going to make me a little uncomfortable, but there it is. Okay, CT's a stack, pushing in for info short. And the rest of the Endpoint squad will be having that bomb down momentarily.
Oh, very passive from FlameZ. He might be able to get one here. More with the Deagle and half HP seems unlikely. Doesn't have any help with this either. So the bomb will go down. The 40-second timer begins, and he's even dropped on through connector. So Fnatic, they get a free T spawn. If they'd like it.
Or do they? Hard shots to hit. Just the tip of Golden's dome. But fortunately, only the Deagle. So not a large loss. A sidearm upgrade.
It'd be nice for Golden to get this to drop it across to either Crims or JW next round. So this, I guess it's something. But at this point, it's 11-8. These 3 guns are really important, right? Because now it means we can get a faux gun round coming out of Fnatic.
And I'm so much more you know, these last few overpasses, I've become so much more hyper aware of the fact that sometimes it's as easy as just not being visible when they jump peek. You know, like JW, the reason he died there was because on his first look...
Didn't see anything.
So he's operating under the assumption that, okay, I'll just quickly find a new line, and Surreal knocks his head off in that transition. This hugging these walls and then peeking out just as he is in that false sense of security.
Yeah, when you're that player as JW, right, and the guy's already gone down, you almost want to take space back because you need to have somebody jarring over towards bathrooms to destabilize that execute. So I can understand what he was going for, but the timing was not there, and Endpoint punished the space off the opening off of Crims. A gun round will come out. It is interesting. This scout could do some damage if he swings wide. JW.
Yeah, but it's on a timer.
Getting clawed in on. He's hurt.
Walking in, and on the retreat, Surreal will accelerate. Great spray. Doesn't mess around. Now Crims to fill the gap. Golden as well, rotating in a 2-2 split of the remaining Fnatic resources. He wants this fight, and he's found it cleanly. Nice. Crucial's gone. Here's the retreat. Surreal trying to silently dismount for the hunt, and he's done so successfully. So Crims, no cues that this hunt is on, or nor that this close angle's being held. He is in limbo, floating between the long threat and that of Surreal.
Oh, Surreal!
He hits another one.
He's coming alive on this map.
I mean, if ever there was a time to come alive for Surreal, this is a perfect opportunity. And he's selling this. He's keeping Golden's feet planted.
Up and over. Oh.
You know, trying to play spoiler.
Oh.
FlameZ spots him. Giacchino did not react, and so it's just Golden's half health. What little remains of A. And Brolin to defend his site. Another flash for the peak. Looking for anything. Nades on his nose, not what he was hoping for. And they double. Robin will get the trade, and bomb will be planted. It's unlikely he denies, and confirmed by Robin.
Oh,
Here we go. Endpoint posting a 12th and sending Fnatic back into the doldrums. 2K, 3.5 for Golden with a couple of more SMG frags. And even a special treat for FlameZ. He's been the one that's been ready and willing to punish on these SMGs. Surreal with a big frag there.
This is wild, right? I think we all know, or at least if we don't know, we're starting to get a pretty good idea of how competitive Counter-Strike is in the online era with the teams, even as far as probably saying, I guess I could make an argument for some of the names in the top 50.
Can beat anyone, yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of these games you're checking best of one wins against. Like FPX yesterday, they lost a couple of games they should have won. Endpoint are one of the teams, as we see them run to B, who have been hovering around being in the top 30, right?
Yeah.
The top 30. And then they come into this matchup right here after playing 12 hours of Counter-Strike yesterday. And if they win this, which is looking a little bit awkward right now, they're set up to be winning a 2-0 with single digits against Fnatic.
Like, I don't know if we need to commit into the stack against the USPs, but that's what they want, and that's what they get. There we have it. Surreal will pad the stats nicely as he mows down 3.
I won't lie, I thought Surreal was looking pretty rough as the pit anchor on Inferno. He got caught out of position a few times. He was heavily rotating, making a lot of steps and stuff and being found out. But here, on the T side, the amount of space that he has taken and just these heads-up fights, he knows where he can go, the timings. Sure, sometimes it's a risk. You know, a lot of the time it is a risk. There might be somebody standing on the other side ready for your aggressive maneuver. But the impact he's had in this half has been instrumental to these 13 rounds for Endpoint. Guns back out, no kit. Ooh. Ugly, ugly scenes. Utility very light on as well here. Handful of smokes left over. Molly's already used as stop nades.
A lot of hang time on that jump. There's a chance for Flamesy. And Bronnon, he actually wants to fight this. He's probably going to get flashed in, and then Freebie, Surreal, hitting with the 1-2 punch.
Well, he's been going so well, he's going to get stopped eventually. 4v5 now. Everybody... Oh, another one.
Yes. Nice maneuvers. Mid boost.
These are the type of rounds where I struggle to see how Endpoint get back in, right? When it's chaotic and we found ourselves in a lot of those 2v2s like the first half, yeah, that's anybody's round. But these ones right here, how are they going to get back into 3-on-5 without any space?
Well, it would have to be a Fnatic miss. JW is actually posted up on long, so unless he's taken cursory glances to toilets, which is highly likely, you can see how quick and easy he can take those fights. That's on the back of Mighty Max. Now, they're throwing out some util for this. Crucial has the full exec on his back. T-Smoke for progress. Crims wants info over the top of this.
They're going back to B. He's going to see this as clear, Crims, if he continues to be aggressive. Yeah, they're getting a move on back. 3 players will be here for Fnatic.
Oh, Flamesy very quick to react. He didn't have his crosshair there. Max has found another.
3v3.
No, they've got space. Oh, not another one.
Oh.
The spray nearly finds them both, and Golden still can. Crucial's pushed down. Flamesy's the last man left, and JW will snatch it away. This is getting sketchy. That was so close to another throw from Fnatic, losing Jaquinho. They didn't have the players on the site. The bomb could very well have gone down. Golden bails them out of trouble.
He got there just in time as well, because he was rotating back. We could hear those steps coming down the stairs as the hit was making its way on in.
That was the round winner. And actually, the smoke that he's threw out really helped things. Enabled that push from Golden onto Crucial.
All right, they keep their head above water here. 13-9, guns back out. Both teams with AWPs. There's kits in play now, so I don't have to be too concerned about that one. Setting up some chunk nades onto this jump. This is looking good. This could be it. Oh, get on out of here. Golden nuked out of town, drops a nade of his own.
Martyrdom perk.
That's a freebie. At this juncture for Endpoint, all they have to do now is not give away a kill.
Like, you are going to start the next, however many, 70 rounds dreaming of an opening frag like that. A completely untraded, everyone full health.
Oh, they
opening frag. Yeah, let's not talk about that one.
Surreal almost killed him.
Yeah, he did.
Or was it a dink through the spam? I'm not sure.
It sounded like a team dink, because I was hearing AK spraying.
Yeah, it got very messy.
It was a team dink.
Thank you, Rushley.
Oopsie doopsie.
Good to hear from you.
Did you have banana bread? Chad, buy
I didn't bring in banana bread, no.
Did you guys see the little, I laid a little egg?
We did the cream egg.
I haven't had it yet, but I'm very excited to have one. Thank you so much.
No worries.
Okay, well, there was the kill we didn't want them to give away. Max has just gone down to Crims here, forward in the toilets again. It's going to be the B here. They're going through Monster. Plenty of time to deal with this Fnatic. Rotation will be here.
Yeah, they got the players in the right place, but can they fend off Endpoint? 30 seconds as they advance. Flamesy found. Surreal added to Jaquinho's list. This is great shooting from the M4. Only one remains, and Fnatic will make double digits and make it look easy. recover whatever goodies they desire. And Endpoint unable to convert off the freebie, the gimme.
This is where this gets very difficult, right? For Mighty Max to call up against this now with the type of lead which they did have quickly disappearing, money is there to get another buy if they want to force the issue.
If you have a pocket strat.
Yeah, if you can get into something now with Mac 10s or Tech 9s, that type of a buy, you could get an AK or two. This is great here. They're just not in time to deny the plan there from Brolin and throw it out. Now, it's really hard to see how they're going to get into B. This B bomb site, I think, with Brolin is a difficult one. I'm surprised Brolin is over towards B, really. He used to be the A player going very hyper-aggressive. They haven't completely invested here. Endpoint are keeping their buy honest. Max has got one of these hero AKs. There's Deagles behind it. You just saw the one-way smoke limped out to Monster there.
He's through. Whoa, whoa, they may not be expecting this. Yeah, he's through, but it's short-lived. Chiquinho does his role, plays his part.
Oof, another nade there. That's a kill. They're boosting again. Oh, so risky.
Robin actually hits it. Adjusts his crosshair in time, knocks the head off of the booster. Okay. Well, don't forget that the only real investment is now lying idle at the end of Monster Tunnel. It's just the Deagles now. Silently gathering their resources. A is passive, and the more they cut noise, the more seeds of doubt start to be sown.
That was just called clear.
But on the repeat, he confirms. Lots of company. Robin found on the advance, and they'd unload their mags, pump Endpoint full of lead, and post an 11th. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, the CT economy at this stage in the game is starting to get very, very satisfying. Getting Crims on an AK, getting Chiquinho on an AK, none of those minus 80s and losing the sight. You got a JW on his signature AWP, yet to really be singing the praises of the Wonder Child.
Things are looking very good for Fnatic, I think, now, as Endpoint are struggling with a lot of these situations late. Crucial, he was fantastic on Inferno. His AWP, if it comes alive here, he doesn't have an AWP. What am I talking about? Any impact from Crucial would be good here on this T side. Endpoint are heading very quickly over towards A, right? We can see there's 2 players connector and 3 playground. There's nobody babysitting the backyard of B anymore. There's 3 players of Fnatic who looked very awkwardly stuck together there.
I think they wanted to just have a little bit more confirmation that there's presence. Flash is good. Forces JW off of the line and will deny a lot. Two angles to be responsible for here. I think Crims thinks better of it.
Rollins just called a lot of info clear over towards B as well. So they keep 3 over towards A here, Fnatic. And this, the bomb all the way back on Mighty Max, who has a scout rotating to T-spawn.
Yeah, I wonder.
It's going to be a B finish.
So yeah, they're going to cut noise. They've got 3 CTs over to A. So mission accomplished in the fake side of things.
It just doesn't feel very threatening, right? Golden could rotate back at any point, and Crims is playing for info right now.
Yeah, and Flamesy's counting on that. And he does convert.
That'll keep
that's
2 there.
Keep their feet planted. In fact, it's pulling Brolin off the site.
Oh, they're walking through Monster now.
Yeah.
They're going in.
And Chiquinho, he'll be concerned. He's like, okay, I've got pressure. Brolin returns to the site, jumping up, mantles for a headshot angle. Does well to survive as long as he has. They need to be planting soon. Brolin can play spoiler. That's the frag. Max is planting. Can anyone stop him? Brolin will try. Just in the backside.
Oh,
Bomb goes down. And now they can win it. Endpoint steal away a 14th. They keep their head up high within the chaos.
Oh, that was all the kill from Flamesy onto Crims. Without that, that mad rotation doesn't happen. Fnatic aren't out of position. That all came down to the tiniest of details. He almost gets denied on the plant.
The finest of margins. We'll see it again. I think Crucial's frag as well.
Oh!
Not even this one. Turns to short. 7 seconds as the bomb's going in.
Big kill.
Saves the day.
Look at this.
Brolin, how low?
Oh, no one's covering Mighty Max.
Oh, they had 3 HP as the bomb goes in.
Yikes.
Jeez Louise, that is, yeah.
That says it all.
I mean, that's just, you've been saved. You know, that's an intervention from a higher power. You've got it down. Take a timeout. I would too.
Well, if that's how they get their 14th, I'll be interested to see how they get their 15th. Jeez.
Good luck, have fun.
I said Crucial needed some impact. There you go. We get it right there. Fnatic, they're almost shattered. They lose this one. Money in the bin. 1900 loss bonus.
Frag from Flamesy. Like, it had to be, and he wasn't even ready for it. It's nuts, absolutely nuts. Right, well, Fnatic and recovery, here we go. It's not too bad. In fact, it looks fantastic for the CT economy. Couple of sacrifices, and now going for the boost. Interesting. I wonder if this is gonna... Oh dear! Jaquinho knocked out of the server before he could even begin. His feet leave heaven, but they never touch the ground.
Endpoint have had every trick in the book. Spam through the walls, the triple nades. They've been doing all the boosts.
They are.
The quad boost out.
This is a competitive overpass T side. All the tricks of the tier 1 book.
Getting the trimmings and a half here. It's a Sunday roast.
Or as Trace says, and I always love, the trimmings.
The trimmings?
Yeah, we got all the trimmings.
America.
Got all the trimmings for this BBQ.
Look at Crims. He's actually just pushed through Fountain as they took bathroom. Crims is huge here. He's not gonna. They're not going to turn around. Bomb's about to get dropped. Crucial's dead.
Ho ho ho. And some trigger discipline. He spots them both, and he'll take them both. Oh dear, pantsed by Crims. Bomb in his control, rotates coming in.
They have to deal with him.
Yeah, they're going from both angles at once. It's surreal with a first bullet accuracy.
Everybody just rotated towards A. JW's in a forward position. Golden's trying to help him. Brolin's on the side as well. But if they take the bomb back to B, they'd have to be quick about it. Brolin's already rotating.
Your mid-round decision-making has to be pinpoint perfect here. So you smoke it. JW wants to peek pre-bloom. Finds nothing. And the potential rotate is so real.
Wait, they're go rotating B.
Nah.
One of them just dropped down.
Rollins on his way. Two-man crossfire for Surreal to break through, and he does! He finds Golden. Only JW now, and a missed shot
Surreal.
over the shoulder. Surreal with more impact. He wants this round. He wants this series. And to change my mind is Brolin. Chipped away out by the nade. It's AK's up against him. 2, to be specific. Flamesy has the cross. Robin found. Flamesy frags. 15. Endpoint. They have 4 opportunities to close out this series against Fnatic.
Oh, Fnatic's money, like I said, it was going to be in the bin, and it is trashed here right now to defend against 16 rounds. Brolin has 3.2, low-end JW 1.9, and there's the opening. Just launching himself off, not a care in the world. The next minute he has to sit and watch as Crims tries to be the hero, but Surreal turns out he's unreal. Yeah,
you talked about Crucial having to step up on that AWP in the same way he did. Well, getting boosted up makes an AWP frag come easy. And he doesn't need it for the next. Okay, back to the AKs. 5 AKs up against these Deagles and MP9s. Endpoint, I'll repeat myself. These are the rounds which can go awry. You just start getting a little flustered as an MP9 in your face. You weren't expecting it. The opportunity, though, is there.
This is where you just got to focus on that crosshair and breathe.
Yeah.
Jiggle peek at a time, fight at a time. There is no rush. Rounds like this, the CTs, they're the ones who have to push the issue. You can whittle down their utility. You can push them around the map. You can bully them as you like.
Ideally, be always in a position where a teammate can at least contend with the trade.
Surreal has been insane in these entries.
He's a threat. And Flamesy will find the first.
Push monster. Mighty Max is ready.
He is. He's been holding this the whole time. Finds another. Doesn't expect a second, but that's information. Jaquinho on B, and he doesn't get allowed to retreat.
He's open.
Robin's caught him. Fnatic potentially conceding another loss here. They're on a losing spree.
Oh!
A good shot from JW. Still denies. Wants to fight. Flamesy's next on his list. Damage, however, burns crisp. Crims is gone. Just on to the last, and Surreal closes it out. That's a huge win for Endpoint. Another day in the office. Back-to-back days of nothing. Non-stop Counter-Strike, and they'll take Fnatic's scalp to their list.